marshals please seat the class of 2021. Wow, how about that? And our guests, if you would be seated as well. Just doing a quick sound check. How does the sound, is it good? Excellent. Good afternoon, everybody. Or sorry, good morning, it's still morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercises for the Manchester High School West class of 2021. I am also very pleased to introduce to you some of our distinguished guests and celebrities who have joined us here today, and there are many. We'll start with two people who really pulled together and made this all happen, along with many others, but especially these two. How about our senior class advisors, Ms. Gail Brown and Ms. Rebecca LaRue. Some of you have heard me say this, but behind any decent principal, there's two even better assistant principals. They are Ms. Mary Ann Wood and Ms. Laura E. Lord. We are very privileged to have the honor of the great city of Manchester, the honorable mayor from the great city of Manchester, Mayor Joyce Craig. We have the superintendent of the Manchester School District, along with the assistant superintendents, Dr. John Goldhart, Ms. Amy Allen, and Dr. Jennifer Gillis. The folks responsible for making some of the policy decisions in our great city in terms of our schools. We have with us today at-large member Mr. Jim O'Connell. From Ward 4, Ms. Leslie Want. We have Ms. Jane Bolio with us as well. We have Dr. Karen Sewell from Ward 3. And Dr. Nicole Leapley from Ward 11. As has become tradition here for our graduation ceremonies, we welcome back those assistant principals and principals who have had an impact on the students that you have seen here in the middle and elementary schools. We'll start with assistant principal from Parkside Middle School, Mr. Jeffrey Hebert. The always popular from Gosler Park Elementary School principal, Ms. Lori Upham. Her right-hand woman, Ms. Mandy Tappan, assistant principal. We have the graceful Ms. Kelly Espinola, principal of Parker Varney Elementary. And her right-hand man, Mr. Andrew Sims, assistant principal. We have the graceful Shelley LaRochelle, the principal of Northwest Elementary School. And her right-hand lady, Ms. Lori Cloutier, the assistant principal. And now I get to sit down. Because today is not about me, it's about these guys here. And I wanna call up here a young lady who means a lot to me, more than she knows. It's the class president and our mistress of ceremonies, Miss Abigail St. Jean.
Hello, everybody. At this time, we ask if you would please rise. Class of 2021 Vice President Shauna Kelly will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the singing of our national anthem by Class of 2021 Senior Annika Janke-Widlin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and look at echo, the bells bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yes, wait for them to recess, okay? You just take it far enough down, you can recess.
You may be seated. And you also may take off your mask so long as you remain seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you, to give her greetings, the Mayor of the City of Manchester, the Honorable Joyce Craig.
Thank you and good morning. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. And can we just give it up again one more time for Annika? That was incredible. So it's great to be here with you all in person for this very special occasion. You have persevered through so much during your high school careers, especially during your pandemic-ridden junior and senior years. You should be so proud of all that you've accomplished. You successfully navigated demanding circumstances and temporary setbacks, and as a result, I know that you're going to be among the most resilient and strong and hardworking graduates Manchester has ever seen. I'd like to also take a moment to thank the parents, teachers, school staff, coaches, mentors, and friends who helped guide all of our graduates to this special day. As a mother, I know firsthand the work to get here is shared by many. And graduates, don't forget to thank all the people who helped you along the way, and always remember to give back. Communities thrive when people come together and listen to each other. Collaboration is key. Be sure to surround yourself with people who have different ideas and beliefs. They will challenge and inspire you. When I graduated from Memorial, like many of you, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I certainly didn't think that someday I'd be mayor of Manchester. But I found a passion for public service, and I'm excited for all of you to go out and find your passion, your strengths, and put them to work for the benefit of others. We've seen time and again that young people are a driving force behind change and progress in our nation and in our city. You have an important voice that must be heard. I hope that your education here at West helped you to find that voice, and that you will continue to use it as you venture into the world and achieve great things. And I want you to remember that Manchester will always be your home. Our city is home to some of the most exciting and innovative careers in the world. Together we are thriving and our future is bright. So while I encourage you to travel, to grow, and to experience the world, Please don't forget that our city is the best place to live, work, and raise your family. You're an exceptional group of students. I urge you to continue to strive to be individuals of great character, to serve others, to continue to make our world a better place, and to always be kind. Congratulations.
Up next, we have our class musical performance of Rise Up, performed again by Annika Janke-Woodland.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I'll sit in you, so we go walk it out and move mountains. We go walk it out and move mountains. And eyes up like the day. Eyes up, eyes unafraid. Eyes up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And eyes up, high like the waves. Eyes up, in spite of the odds. Eyes up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring them to its feet. Move mountains. And eyes up like the day. Eyes up, eyes unafraid. And I'll do it 1,000
That was amazing, Annika. Good job. And now I would like to introduce our class speakers, Connor Place and Jamal Tyler. You guys may come down.
Congratulations, graduates. Who would have thought we'd make it through Mr. Russell's U.S. History class, Mrs. Malevi's 8 a.m. classes, and for the ladies, Miss Lord and her obsession with the dress code.
When Dijard pulled us into the hall during AP Lit, we thought it was to tell us we wouldn't be walking the stage this year. But surprisingly, he asked us to do a speech. He said not to cross the line, but never drew where the line ended, so it's all fair game.
First off, we'd like to make it known that this speech was written last minute, just like the numerous assignments that somehow became 3 weeks late in Mrs. Balch's English class. I'm sorry. I mean, even our class president couldn't keep up with the work.
We've all faced our fair share of adversity through these last 4 years, but what's important now is that we finally made it to graduation.
Looking back to freshman year, I think we can agree that the person we are today is nowhere close to the person we are back then.
I think Mr. Dion can agree with that, Connor. We were all a lot to handle back in Algebra 1. The only thing that kept us going were his goofy dances and dad jokes that we somehow found funny.
Everyone here today took different paths to their diploma, just like Jamal and I. I was focused on joining a bunch of clubs, and he was focused on being involved with a lot of sports.
At West, there was always something to do, whether it be eating a snow cone and listening to live music at Westsock or watching a big fight at lunch.
The diversity that the school had to offer was second to none. Each culture was represented and always appreciated by not only the staff, but the students as well.
Being in such a unique environment sets us up for success in the real world. Things such as cultural diversity and the practice of different religions is not something found at every school.
So we say, appreciate your roots, appreciate being from Manchester, appreciate being able to go to West High School, but most importantly, be appreciative of yourself.
We have all worked tirelessly to be where we are right now, so enjoy this moment and as we take the next steps into our adult lives. So again, congratulations to the class of 2021 and good luck with all of your future endeavors.
And now for our musical performance led by class of 2021 graduate J.D. Melenib.
I'd just like to say that we wrote this song last minute. So I hope you guys like it. It was a lot of work. JD did excellent. So yeah.
So did she. We never decided on a title yet, but I kind of want to name this Fly High West High.
Yes, I love that. Okay.
All right. I hope you enjoy. You guys hear the fine?
That was good.
How did it go so fast? Now I can't stop my reminiscing on the past. Maybe we didn't know what we had. I wear a gloomy smile as I walk down my path. Was a little afraid to take flight, but it'll be alright. And sometimes clouds were gray, and sometimes things didn't always go the right way. But there were still sunny days, and we spread the light when we were trapped in the shapeless, free to take flight. But it'll be alright to say goodbye, 'cause I can say it all this time. No more shining, no more crying. Grass is greener, we are the same. And when they fly, I remember that water was high. Thank you. I hope you liked it.
And now for the salutatorian address, Mrs. Maya Joseph.
Hello and good morning, faculty, staff, friends, and the Manchester West High School class of 2021. I feel grateful not only that we are able to hold graduation, but that you could all be here to watch. To all of our loved ones who could be here with us today, as well as those who could not, you have a lot to be proud of. Today, you get to watch these students conclude a part of their lives and open the door to more opportunities than ever. Thank you for attending. As freshmen, all of the seniors look so grown up. Now that we're in their shoes, we can pretend that we're as cool as we thought they were. We did participate in some pretty cool things, though. Some events recognized as our favorites being cheering at sports games, music department concerts, Weststock, and those dodgeball, volleyball, and basketball pep rallies. Some of my best laughs and biggest smiles have been shared with you all as we made these memories. Persistence is a word that immediately came to mind as I reflect on our time at West High. Juggling schoolwork with clubs, honor societies, sports, jobs, and other responsibilities that make life so exciting is no easy task. When speaking with the students from our class, we agreed that this year was unconventional to say the least. When the routine that we had formed around school was rudely interrupted by the pandemic, our worlds flipped upside down. Learning online in quarantine did not make getting to this point any easier. However, I feel confident in saying that we learned a lot along the way. Classmates, we discovered that we could make it through what, in those moments, felt like the worst of the worst. We had no choice but to develop the skill of self-motivation, working on our time management, and finding ways to take care of ourselves. What better way to prepare for the next chapter of our lives than accomplishing something we never could have planned? The class of 2021 is incredibly grateful to be recognized for our hard work during this graduation ceremony. The congratulations from our loved ones are greatly appreciated. But students, you deserve to hear congratulations and a thank you from yourself for getting here. Congratulate yourself for reaching this milestone. Congratulate yourself on making treasured friendships along the way. Congratulate yourself for picking yourself up from your lows and achieving the goals you set. It was through persistence that you got here. Be reminded of the times where you surprised yourself and carry that pride with you to the next chapter of your life. Remind yourself of those who supported you through your highs and lows and thank them for the impact they have made. Remind yourself of how the guidance of the people in your life has felt during difficult times and give the same love and support to others. The students standing before you today have said it took determination and drive to get here. Determination and drive are often set by example. I would like to thank the families, teachers, coaches, friends, and anyone who has served as mentors for us students. My coaches have instilled in me that whatever I do, I should give my all and walk away proud. My teachers have taught me to trust myself and my abilities to not be afraid to ask questions. My friends have shown me endless support that I will never forget and always be grateful for. My family has taught me the core values I needed to get here, partnered with the tools necessary to do so, including their love, encouragement, and rise to practices after school before I could drive. You have all set a strong foundation for we students that we will use to reach our goals. We appreciate you. Here's to an optimistic outlook to our futures and whatever we decide to do. It is a bittersweet ceremony, as many of us who have grown up together may be going our separate ways after graduation, but we have so much to be thankful for. Thank you all for making these past 4 years so memorable. Be kind to yourself and others, and hold your heads high as we move into the next phase of our lives. Thank you.
All right. Not sure whether I should introduce myself or not, but my name is Abigail St. Jean, and I am the senior class president. I'm not sure whether it's still morning or afternoon, but good afternoon. I would like to thank you all for being here today to come watch as we bring our high school careers to an end. Friends, family, faculty, and staff, we thank you for your support over the last 4 years and beyond. I'd also like to give a big thank you to Principal Dichard, not Ditchard, for constantly fighting to give us the best senior year possible, one school board proposal at a time. Now on to what we are really here for, the class of 2021. The past 4 years have been no high school musical. It all started in September 2017. We walked in here 4 years ago, freshman year, straight out of Parkside. Salt Bay had just gone viral for some reason. Tom Brady was still with the Patriots, and Kendall Jenner ended hate with a can of Pepsi. Life was great. Until we were writing a 15-page paper for Mr. Schicker and being yelled at to go home by the seniors. I'm kidding, it was okay. We were excited to be high schoolers. We could carry our backpacks around school and spend all of our money at the patio shop. A lot of us got our first jobs, and we couldn't wait to not be freshmen anymore. September 2018, we were sophomores. Newly driving sophomores, may I add. The Red Sox won the World Series that year. Justin Bieber got married. And Tom Brady was still in Boston. A lot of us had the honor of having Mrs. Holmes in her last year of teaching. From the beginning, we were absolutely terrified. From having to know every little thing that happened in Lord of the Rings, her trying to teach us how to speak Elfish, and having to recite Old English literature, her class was challenging. However, by the end, I think most of us can say that we grew to love her class. September 2019, junior year. The world discovered who Lizzo was, and Tom Brady, well, we don't have to talk about that because he left us, but it was the dreaded junior year. When you first enter high school, there are many things that you are told. Like, there's a hidden pool on the 4th floor, and you'll totally get 8 hours of sleep every night. And junior year is the hardest. A lot of things happened our junior year. AP classes, SATs, award ceremonies, and of course, our junior research papers. And I personally thought we were killing it, which we were, but until we were hit with COVID-19. It was Friday the 13th, fitting, March 2020. It was near the end of the day, and we were beginning to hear rumors of schools closing across the country. However, COVID quickly began to shut down not only our school, but our nation and our world. Everything came to a standstill, but yet we never stopped pushing. Not only did we continue our education virtually in a very weird way, but most of us went to work. Whether at a grocery store, family business, or a restaurant, I saw a lot of my friends and classmates pick up extra hours at work. Whether it was to save for our futures or to help your family during tough times, I saw the people around me work incredibly hard. Others had a very opposite experience. Some stayed home for weeks upon weeks in efforts to protect their family members who are at risk. Both of these things were incredibly difficult for us to do. We had to leave our in-person social lives behind and were forced to find new hobbies and spend even more time with our siblings and family. It was definitely really tough for everyone, and I congratulate you all for working your way through it. Yes. While we were disappointed by losing out on half of our junior year, and all we were thinking about was trying to have a normal-ish senior year. September 2020, senior year. Joe Biden became president, SpaceX launched 2 people into space, and Tom Brady won another Super Bowl without us. COVID was still amongst the world, however, things slowly began to return to normal. Most of us were able to play a modified senior season with our respected sports, which included the girls' soccer team's 14-0 win. Yeah. We also started off senior year virtually on Google Classroom and Google Meet. We are incredibly lucky to witness Mrs. Malevi beat up a blow-up doll named Sarah over the head with a stapler. That part alone made my senior year like 10 times better. Rest in peace, Sarah. But after a slow start, we were finally able to come back into the building. Being at home for so long made us all appreciate what made our school so great, being together. It wasn't the same not being able to come to school every day and see all my classmates, friends, and teachers. I was very excited to be with you guys all again. Now here we are, June 2021, graduation day. 45 months since we first walked into the school as freshmen. We are about to move forward in our lives to college, trade school, the workforce, the military, the entertainment industry, cosmetology school, or whatever else you have planned or not planned. We did it, guys. It sounds incredibly cliche, but no other class has been through a situation exactly like this. We had no guidebook to tell us what to do or how to respond. We made our own path. And while we all share this overall outline of high school with each other, each of us have faced our individual challenges. Each of you have gone a very different path that was unique to you. So as we all celebrate this one thing that we have accomplished together, give yourself credit for what you have overcome. Tough situations build even tougher people. We are resilient. We are smart. We are powerful. We are creative. We are strong. We are athletic. We are talented. And we are West High graduates. Good luck, congratulations, and in the words of Michael Scott, may your hats fly as high as your dreams. Thank you. And now for her valedictorian address, Miss Shauna Kelly.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I think we should just give another round of applause to Annika and JD. Yes. Annika is my best friend, and she's the most hardworking and strong person I know, and I'm glad she's getting recognized for that at the ceremony. So, yes. I went a different direction with my speech. It's not as reminiscent as the others, as amazing as that is. I think it's important to address difficult subjects when they're right in front of you. So first of all, I just wanted to thank you all for coming today. Thank you for leading us through these past 4 years. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and thank you to the faculty. You guys have been amazing throughout this whole process.
I'm so grateful to have been given the opportunity to speak today, and I'm honored to be the valedictorian of West Class of 2021. Our 4 years of West have been enjoyable and gratifying. However, during this time, we have been forced to grapple with terrifying subjects. This past year especially brought many to light. From a young age, we had to learn how to become extremely aware of our surroundings. We were never given the opportunity to be carefree teenagers oblivious to the real world. On top of an already distinct high school experience, 2020 turned our lives on their heads. My family, along with most others, was affected due to COVID. My parents lost their jobs, and my grandfather passed of it. Along with the grief that we have experienced as students, we never got to live the senior year that we have dreamed of for so long. And yet, with all these losses, I stand up here grateful that we still have so much. While I'm sure most of you are exhausted from hearing about this past year's trials, I found it difficult to speak on our high school careers without addressing such a prominent aspect of it. A lot of us complained this year about not being able to have the typical senior experience, myself included. However, I think it's important to realize that despite all that we have faced, we are still here today, unlike many students our age. While we get to stand here celebrating our accomplishments, we need to also think about and honor the kids who are not so lucky. On Valentine's Day of our freshman year, we opened our phones to see reports of one of the deadliest school shootings of all time. 17 killed, 14 of which were students at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. One was 14-year-old Alyssa Al-Hadith, who was shot 10 times that day. She was an avid soccer player, and her mother says that the day before her death, she played the best game of her life. Jamie Gutenberg was also 14 when she was shot once in the back while trying to flee. She danced for 13 hours each week and dreamed of one day becoming a pediatric physical therapist. Both Alyssa and Jamie would be graduating this year. On April 29th, 2017, thank you, 15-year-old Jordan Edwards was shot in the back of the head while in the passenger seat of a car that was driving away from police. He was a freshman football player at Mesquite High School in Texas and was completely unarmed. Fortunately, unlike most cases of police brutality, Jordan's case received justice when Officer Roy Oliver was found guilty of murder in 2018 and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. While justice was received, nothing will be able to bring Jordan back sitting in a seat at his high school graduation ceremony where he belongs. Sarah Cemental turned 18 this past November. She was a senior at Lincoln Way East High School and regularly volunteered at her local animal shelter. A few days before Christmas of 2020, Sarah complained to her mom of cold symptoms. Her family decided to admit her to the hospital when her symptoms worsened. She tested positive for COVID-19 and died on December 26th from respiratory failure. She had no prior health concerns, and her mom was quoted saying, "It just ate through her." Her last words to her mother were, "I'm going to be okay, Mom." That is only the beginning of a list that is far too long. Our generation has been heavily affected by these types of unfair deaths. We have seen these events occur so often that we have become desensitized to what they actually mean. We have been taught to grieve those that we have lost, but to stand idly by while these events continue to plague our society. These things are not normal, and we shouldn't just accept them and move on. If this past year has taught us anything, it's that we have the power to do something different. Don't be afraid to stand up to these injustices, because as students, we shouldn't have to live with the fear that we could be hurt walking into school. Black and brown people shouldn't have to live with the fear that they could die at the hands of those who are supposed to protect them. On top of fighting for justice, we need to put others' needs before our own. This year taught many of us how to detect and deliver empathy. This year especially, too many have been lost due to a lack of empathy. Our experiences during the most formative years of our lives have taught us how to become the best versions of ourselves. Seeing these horrific things constantly occur around us opened our eyes to these injustices that so many endure. It is imperative that we take these trials and find the good in them. Out of the unfair passings of Alyssa, Jamie, Jacob, Sarah, and so many more, they were able to address subjects that needed our attention. We must continue to do so in order to ensure that no one is further harmed in this capacity. You have to know that we all have the ability to see good in tribulations, and despite what you may have been taught, you have the power to inspire real change. Don't be blind to what happens around you, and don't be afraid to stand up for injustice. If every one of us here today, and if all graduating seniors across the country committed that they will not tolerate injustice, will help the oppressed and lift up those in need, our city, our communities, and our country will be changed for the better. Thank you.
And now for his principal address, Mr. Richard Dechard.
So at this time, to begin my remarks, I'm a very privileged individual. I get to be principal of this school and work with the finest faculty that the Manchester School District has to offer. No offense to my great principals in the stands. But I'd like the graduates and parents to give a round of applause to our faculty who are just outstanding. They make me look very, very good. What an absolutely gorgeous day for a graduation. We are! We are! We are! It never gets old. It never gets old. In preparation for my remarks today, I prepared a game. You didn't think that we would let you off the hook this year, did you? I couldn't do a song because Ms. Allen and Dr. Gillis said that my voice was not that great, especially compared to what we've heard today. I couldn't do a group dance because, quite frankly, Mayor Craig showed me up last year with her moves. So I had to come up with something different. I mean, no class knows more about different than this class. So the name of my game is Fact or Fiction. We're going to practice this. And again, this is just for the graduates only, okay, folks? So I'm going to state something, and you're all going to say simultaneously, fact or fiction. Let's practice. So let's say I say a fact. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Excellent. And let's say I say a statement, and it is fiction. 1, 2, 3. You guys get it. Let's begin the game. Mr. Noyes, cue up some Price is Right music or something like that. I might give this a little more ambiance. Just a little light in the background, if possible. All right. How about the first statement? I slept in that camper you see right there at the south end of the field last night. Fact or fiction? 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, cut music. Very good. Fact, that is a fact. Life will bring you many challenges. Recently in my life, planning this graduation ceremony, the first of its kind, with the help of many, was challenging. However, here we are, we're doing it. When you get challenged in life, you need to step up, meet the challenge, or exceed it. You can do it. Okay, fact or fiction? I touched every single chair on the field this morning. Fact or fiction? 1, 2, 3. That's true. It's a fact. Sometimes it's best to do things one thing at a time. We are human, and taking on too many things at once bogs us down. Slow and steady wins the marathon of life. We must take time to breathe, appreciate our good efforts, and tackle life with effort, empathy, honor, and grace, one day at a time, one person at a time. All right, last one. You guys are doing great, by the way. You've all simultaneously got the right answers, which is unbelievable. fiction. I dropped the stage. You are about to receive your diplomas on Mr. Bolak's foot this morning, likely severely injuring him. 1, 2, 3. That is also true. Mr. Bolak, I can't thank you enough for gracing me with my living quarters last evening. Thank you so much. And I sincerely apologize, and part of this is an apology to you as well as a lesson for our students. One of the most important skills in life is empathy. Shauna talked about that earlier, which is the ability to look at the world from another person's perspective, or shoes, as they say. Well, I failed at this morning, and Mr. Bolak will be suffering for days to come, which will make it difficult for him to walk in somebody else's shoes, literally. But I also learned an important lesson this morning. Instead of screaming an expletive and getting angry at me for this terrible mistake, Mr. Bolak just took it in stride, shook it off, and we carried on with the task. You see, he knew this was a big day, and getting angry at me might derail the day for me. Even when I wasn't being empathetic with him, he was with me. Do you get it? I hope you had fun with Fact or Fiction today. As you can see, all the statements were facts. I like facts. Facts are the truth. We all know that the truth will set you free. No matter where you go or what you do in life, be the whole truth and nothing but the truth. The truth is that I will miss you all. Wish the best for you all, and I love you all. Winner, West. Thank you very much.
And now, the Superintendent of Manchester School District, Dr. John Goldhart.
After hearing Annika sing Rise Up, I couldn't help but think of Lin-Manuel Miranda's lyric from Hamilton that is intertwined throughout the show. Rise up, stand up, look up, rise up, rise up. And also, I'm not going to give away my shot. Seniors, rise up, never give up your shot. You are needed, you are valued, you are important, and this society needs you. Stand up, look up, rise up, stay up. Mayor Craig and members of the Board of School Committee, as Superintendent of the Manchester School District, I hereby confirm that all students who will receive diplomas have met all of the graduation requirements of the New Hampshire State Board of Education and the Manchester School Board, and therefore qualify for a high school diploma with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. I now present the graduating class of Manchester West High School, the class of 2021. Congratulations to you and your families.
Will the class marshals please rise, the class of 2021? You guys are going to jump in line where you belong. Once they come down. Line them up. Here we go. Ms. Brown, Ms. Lord, Ms. Bolio, if you would assist me in lining the graduates up correctly. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Yes. Fall in line. Yes. graduates are coming up here, I'd like to call two very special ladies on our faculty. They're very veteran at trying to get the names correct. Our class callers, Ms. Angela Balch and Ms. Bernadette Cassidy. I invite the members of our school board, Ms. Allen, Dr. Gillis, Superintendent Gerhardt.
I'm listening.
Over there. We're going to send a couple minutes for the results. Yeah, they're going to get their diploma, and then they're going up the middle. It's very simple. They get the diploma, they go up, then roll out. So just lead Shauna. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, just to let you know how this will work, and because of accommodations, we're going to change this up on the fly, but I think this will give you a great opportunity for photos. The graduates will receive the photos from the school board and superintendents and the mayor. They will walk directly up the middle where they walked in from, so that you might politely get a good shot of them, and then they will come around and back up and head up towards the bleachers. Once they start moving off the podium, once their feet are off the podium. Off the stage? Off the stage, yes, ma'am. Class of 2021, you are looking so good. You want to, guys, go and get yourselves prepared, and I just want one more thing to say once everybody's lined up. Perfect. Keep going. Keep going. She's too hot. Yes. They'll get her down here. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Goldhart, Board of School Committee members, guests, City of Manchester, you are now surrounded by the Manchester High School West class of 2021. Ms. Welch, Ms. Cassidy, take it away.
Valedictorian and Vice President of the class, Shauna Kelly. Salutatorian, Maya Joseph. Third honors, Deborah Fahel. Fourth honors and president of the class, Abigail St. Jean. Fifth honors, Samiksha Pahari. Sixth honors, Peter St. Germain. Seventh honors, Christopher Fiorenza. Eighth honors, Abigail Hall. Ninth honors and secretary of the class, Tariq Kristalica. Tenth honors, Mackenzie Maloney. Treasurer of the class, Adam Podzadowski. Historian of the class, Zachary Pino. Public Relations Officer, Kelsey M. Paradise. Public Relations Officer, Annika Elsa Janke Woodland.
Sultan Abdul Aziz.
Christian Abuda.
Anya Ahmed.
Shalimar Almodovar.
Lubongo Amisi.
Matthew Andrews Jr.
Wilder Asprey.
Ricardo M. Ayala.
Shelby Lynn Banker.
Derek Barracor.
Mark T. Basnet.
Alden Baitovich.
Kevin Bellum.
Renee Bergeron.
Jerry Barrett.
Matthew I. Bishop.
Lily Tylena Rowe.
Jamie Lee Breton.
Edward Jacob James Bridge.
Xavier Burpee.
Juliana E. Butts.
James P. Kavanaugh.
Jocelyn Anita Chapdelaine.
Austin Dale Chanel.
Victor Asia Contreras.
E. Tom Dang.
Naomi Letitia Davis.
Vanessa Rose DeGear.
Alyssa J. Denis.
Valerie Dennis.
Elizabeth M. Downs.
Daniel Joseph Ducasse Jr.
Colby Toby T. Durham.
Jordan Patrick Escabi.
Martin Abraham Estrada. Rosemarie E. Feeney.
Carson Daniel Filardo.
Bruna Flor Machado.
Dimitri A. Foote.
Colin M. Frost.
Alexa S. Gagney.
Ashley M. Gagnon.
Harmony Vicky Gagnon.
Heidemar Gatase.
Kritika Gali.
Mateo Alexander Geiler.
Chanela Gomez Acevedo.
Quinn Marie Goslin.
Jacob Amaro Gupto.
Courtney Lee Gustafson.
Natalie Nicole Gutierrez.
Dee Dee L. Horn.
Rebecca Marie Ayanacone.
Nicholas P. H. Jones.
Adnan Yusufovich.
Brady A. Kraus.
Sean Robert Madison.
Keandra Amaya Lawrence.
Robert A. Leduc.
Jordan Matthew Ledger.
Bailey Elizabeth Lister.
Samuel William Lewis.
Dada Lung.
Johndale Reiner S. Molinow.
Tyrese Alexander Miller Rivera.
Raven I. McGann.
Augustus W. Miller.
Nathaniel Gabriel Mendez Colon.
Michaela Catherine Roy Millard.
Srijana Mongar.
Ezekiel Antonio Mora.
Natalia Marie Morales.
Jaden L. Negron.
Tabitha L. Page. Janelle Perez.
Mariah D. Piak.
Wyatt Arthur Pixley.
Connor Michael Place.
Julia Pradente Plata.
Sarah K. Poist.
Nisham Prasad.
Leah Deborah Pratt.
Rashawn Julian Prescott. Alicia Rai.
Luis Angel Ramos Montalvo.
Ashray Rout.
Jessica L. Reed.
Jordan R. Richards.
Tiana Olivia Rivera.
Samuel Rafael Rojas Diaz.
Ryan Ethan Rosenberg.
Donald J. Russo Jr.
Katira Rofiar.
Giuliani Marcos Santos.
Madison J. Schofield.
Ella D. Sofraza.
Kelsey K. Shaughnessy.
Hallie Mae Shaw Demers.
Ian Shea.
Jason Lucas Silva Darley.
Russell E. J. Smith.
Camden F. Susi.
Christopher M. Stewart.
Owen Johan Stranson.
Eddie Swaza Rojas.
Stephanie Leah Sullivan.
Tanya Marie Supri.
Kinley Sherrington
Manish Tamang.
Avuk M. Ting.
Timothy James Trin.
Brian Huang Huang.
Annie Mangoro Shibo.
Zachary J. Turner.
Jamal R. Tyler.
Sean Nazgul Van Order.
Adobari Victor Vitae.
Madine Ravitch.
Kendrick G. Walsh.
Samuel Elias Walton.
Jalen George Whitehead.
Alexis L. Wilkinson.
Deanna Alexis Williams.
Althea Leilani Wing.
Lynn Let Lynn.
Nicholas W. Young.
Hiding. We'll let the those last few graduates get back up to their place before I let Abby, where are you, Abby? Can you come down? Actually, you stay up there. You stay up there, okay. A lot of walking for these. Hey, listen, we want to get their steps in today, all right? Dr. Gillis, I'm sorry I did not have my mask on back over there. I will wear it. Please, after the ceremony, if you don't mind, while you can't socially distance, if you don't mind having it on, that would be helpful for us. Thank you. I might keep my job for another few days anyway. While we're waiting, how about a round of applause for our MCTV crew here? This is live coverage of the 2021 commencement ceremony. I hope you all noticed we only had one flyover. I had to call the FAA to see if we can't, get the planes rerouted today. I asked Mayor Craig to maybe shut down 293, but she said that was a little bit of an unreasonable ask. And how can we not, Mr. Noyes, Ms. Lambert, and Ms. Berger on the sound today. It sounds great back there. It really does. I just can't believe we're here at this point, at this moment. But we are. Once Mr. Young gets to his position, okay, graduates. As graduates, you get to turn your tassels at the count of 3 to signify that you are graduated. 1, 2, 3. And now, to end the ceremony, we're going to release them back to you. If we all could do one last time, that's everybody here. We are! We are! We are! Thanks and have a great afternoon.